All right, so the three sisters, right? So they would say the power of three will set you free. And for me, the power of three and also the triquetra that is on, I actually have it tattooed on me. The triquetra that is on the Book of Shadows and Charmed does remind me of this Three of Pentacles, right? So with Justice, the Two of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles, like I said, that's you balancing mind, body, and spirit. And I feel like once we can get ourselves into complete alignment, then when you're in alignment, your inner world, right? Everything outside of you will also sync within that same alignment. Okay. So let's see. What's the Five of Pentacles with the Three of Wands? Okay. So we have the Queen of Cups coming out in the reverse. And then we also have the Ten of Cups. Oh, the High Priestess is back at the bottom of the deck. What's this Queen of Cups in the reverse? We have the King of Cups. For some of you, I feel like this could be your parents, right? I could be talking to an Aquarius who, you know something, this could be someone's parents, or this could be the emotional imbalance between you, right? Like maybe I could be talking to, and of course, flip the roles, but I could be talking to an Aquarius who they are needing to rebalance their feminine energy, okay? Right? So I could be talking to a feminine who needs to rebalance her feminine energy, okay? Maybe your masculine energy is okay and you're needing to rebalance your feminine energy. I could be talking to a masculine who's needs to also rebalance his feminine energy, right? And then I could also be talking to an Aquarius who this could be somebody's parents, where maybe you could have had a better relationship with your father than you did with your mother, okay? You could have been isolated, right? Maybe. So, when we think about what I said about the Aquarius moon, I can be talking to someone who could have been isolated, right? Who could have felt like in order to grow and move forward, that they need to face and come to certain understandings about what it is that they went through in their life, right? Emotionally. Okay, so this could also be the energy of maybe your parents, who, like I said, right, the energy of being misunderstood, right? um, Growing up in maybe even like a confusing household, right? Where the energies that you grew up when or with were imbalanced. So it also caused that imbalance within you as well, okay? And then we have the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So needing to move on, needing to see the bigger picture, all right? This could be a part of, right, the shadow work that you're doing right now, all right? Let's see. Give me one more. What's this Queen of Cups in the reverse and this King of Cups? We have the Page of Wands. What's the Page of Wands? We have the Tower. What's the Tower with the Page of Wands? We have the Moon. Yep. I was kind of going to say, like, this more so feels like you just coming into like a certain understanding, right? That maybe you didn't before. Okay. Like this also feels like clearing something off of your subconscious, right? The Page of Wands, it could be like a spark. It could be inspiration. Like I'm almost feeling like too, maybe like an Aquarius who had like a aha moment. I just saw 441 again. Like you could have had like an aha moment and like you're realizing something about your past. You're realizing something about your childhood and your upbringing. Maybe you're seeing like I said, the distortion within the energies in the household in which you grew up in. And now you're looking at that, trying to see how to rebalance yourself with your yin and your yang. All right. Let's see. What's this hangman with the 7 of Cups? And here we have the High Priestess coming out. So this is you spiritually surrendering. This is you trusting your intuition. This is you coming into your higher self. Okay. And it's funny with all this like Pisces energy coming out. So, and here's the 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So with all this Pisces energy coming out, another thing that I did write on my notebook, I wrote 12-12 skinnies. So if any of you know what 12-12 skinnies are, no, I don't want to elaborate or talk about that. But so basically, my twin flame, he's an Aquarius. And him and I, we were talking, and I was giving him an example of Piscean energy, and I use 12-12 skinnies as a reference because if any of you know what 12-12 skinnies are and what they're used for, I was able to use that example to explain Pisces energy and explain like the escapism, right? Explain, you know, more so wanting to cope and numb yourself with substances, whether like it's drinking or even if it's like, drugs or things like that. So there could be, right, like the end of a cycle, okay, and a surrendering phase when it comes to your higher self, when it comes to what it is that you believe in, okay? When it comes to your faith, right? Like this is you, to me, really surrendering and really getting into your faith, okay? Really getting close with God, right? Really getting close with yourself, okay? Looking at yourself, going inward, okay? This feels like, too, like if I'm talking to someone who maybe has coped or tried to, escape through substances, it's like you're realizing, okay, or you did realize, which led you to this point and on your shadow work journey, where it's like, you realize what it is that you have to change and what it is that you have to shift in your life in order to bring yourself higher. All right. Because you want your wish fulfillment, right? You want your 9 of Cups. Okay. All right. So let's see. I'm going to jump over to one of my other decks. I just want to see what else is going to come out. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump into my other tarot deck to see what it is that is coming towards Aquarius. Let's see what it is that you need to know, right? All right, let's see what's going on for Aqua. And Cancer energy is definitely significant. You could be seeing the angel number 818. So we have Capricorn coming out, hard work, dedication, and structure. Okay, and then we have Uranus. I did talk about Uranus energy earlier. So individuality, rebellion, and unconventional ideas. So Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and also by Uranus, okay? And with Capricorn coming out, hard work, dedication, and structure. I feel like now Aquarius, well, not just pulled open the deck, the Hierophant is right here. And behind that is the 7 of Wands, right? Standing your ground, standing your spiritual authority, finding structure, all right, within your life, okay, working on your foundation, okay. Let's see, what else? We have Neptune retrograde, uncertainty, powerless, and self-deception. Then we have the 4th house coming out. So this Queen of Cups in the reverse and this King of Cups could definitely be like someone's parents, like I did say, right? Because we have the fourth house, so that's home, that's family, that's roots, all right? That's you looking at, like I said, where you came from, looking at your childhood, looking at your past, doing some real shadow work, really trying to learn something about yourself. Maybe I'm talking to an Aquarius who feels like they need to learn more about their parents, right? In order to kind of like, in a nutshell, it's like, learning more about your parents to help you understand them, to maybe help you see why your childhood could have been the way it was, or why your upbringing was the way it was. Or, you could be looking at your parents like, well, what lessons did they not learn that I'm now having to learn? And what can I do with this new knowledge and this new wisdom, right, to help the generations that come after me? All right. And then we have the sun at the bottom of the deck. Vitality, identity, playfulness, right? That's also clarity. Okay. And then we have the North Node, all right, direction, potential, and purpose. So you're moving out of your comfort zone, right? You're moving out of your South Node and you're moving into your North Node, okay? So this is like you learning to take your individuality, learning to take the talent that you have and be the humanitarian that you are, okay, and step out into the world and bring, something different into the world that you're supposed to, right, Aquarius? Give me one moment. All right, that was my son again coming back in the room. All right, Aquarius. So let's see. We have the 10 of Swords. So an illusion is breaking, okay? Something is coming to an abrupt ending. Wow. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. So now it's coming out in the reverse. Okay. So this could be you also maybe ending communication or ending connections or partnerships in your life that don't align with you. We have the Seven of Pentacles coming out. All right. Let's see. What else? And then we have the Queen of Wands. So working on your confidence, working on your ambition, okay, planting the right seeds in your life, okay. And we have the Two of Cups coming out in the reverse. So this Two of Cups could be you separating, like I said, as well as this Three of Pentacles in the reverse, separating from the people or things that don't align with you, okay? Anything that is going to pull you back into your comfort or pull you back into your self node, I feel like you are ending and you're moving towards like your higher purpose, okay? What's the Ten of Swords? We have the Nine of Wands. I just saw 1331. It's making me think of ICE because I know they killed someone in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I couldn't help but think about the MM, right? 1313. And I can't help but think about like Mary Magdalene, 1313. Okay, so definitely transformation of self. All right. So with the Nine of Wands, right, Moon and Sagittarius, this is like the energy of you having to persevere, right? You having to make it through, right? All the difficulties and all the hardships, right? It's like you still were courageous enough to push through. What's the Nine of Wands? And then we have the Seven of Swords coming out. And then we have the King of Swords. So this is you strategizing. This is you coming up with a plan. Here we have the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this could be you separating from certain family dynamics, okay? Separating from people who don't mean you any good, all right? We have the 10 of Cups in the reverse with Judgment in the reverse with the Hangman and the Ace of Swords in the reverse with the Knight of Pentacles. So this could also, right, this could be you as well, moving away from people that could still be in their South nodes, right? Maybe you're moving away from people that are still stuck, that, don't understand your awakening and don't understand and don't have the consciousness to see what it is that you're meant or what it is that you're supposed to do in this world, right? There could be people that are in your family that you would have thought that would have supported you and that would have wanted to walk this path with you, but you just have to understand that they're probably not meant to, all right? And not everybody is going to understand it. Okay, what's this King of Swords and this Seven of Swords? Because this feels like you also increasing your discernment. We have the Page of Pentacles. So this feels like you increasing your discernment. This feels like you coming up with new ideas, okay? You are gaining mental sharpness. And wow, we have the Queen of Swords coming out now in the reverse. What's this Queen of Swords in the reverse? We have the Emperor. What's the Emperor with the Queen of Swords in the reverse? The Five of Cups. So I could be talking to an Aquarius, masculine and or feminine, right? Who you're still working through the parts of yourself that were wounded, the parts of yourself that were hurt, okay? And then we have the Three of Swords in the bottom of the deck with the Three of Wands. So this feels like moving away from heartbreak, right? And then look, we have the Lovers, moving away from heartbreak, moving away from anything that doesn't align with you, anything that's outside of your morals, okay? For some of you, right, this could also have been a breakup, right? So if I'm not talking to anyone who's reflecting on their childhood and their parents, and if for some of you, if you have been going through like a breakup and or a divorce, right, then this could also be maybe I'm talking to a masculine who could have been separating from a feminine, right? So maybe you are leaving a relationship that you were in when you were in your self node. And now you're having to learn how to be in a new relationship where you are in your higher self, okay? Where you are moving different, you're acting different, okay? This is a partnership that's more aligned with you and your goals and what it is that you want to do in this world, but you're still undergoing this transformation of self that's not yet complete, okay? Let's see, what is the, and that was the Queen of Cups too in the reverse trying to come out when I literally was about to say, what's the Three of Pentacles in the reverse? What's the Three of Pentacles in the reverse? Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands coming out. So this is you releasing burdens, releasing connections that don't align with you. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse, right? This just feels like the things that aren't working out, things that aren't bringing you happiness, things that aren't bringing you joy. Okay, it feels like you're releasing. All right, there could have also been something on your sacral, okay, that you're needing to work through. All right, so sacral chakra healing is important. All right, there could be an imbalance, right, at the root chakra, and we do have this Kundalini awakening with root chakra behind that as well. So there could have been like a south node relationship, right, that could have pushed someone into some type of like awakening, okay? All right, what's this Ace of Wands reversed with the Ten of Wands? We have Temperance. So this is you balancing things out. This is you doing that shadow work. This is you harmonizing, coming into balance within yourself, okay? This is you having the patience, all right? Having the patience to allow for divine timing to work things out in your life, all right? What's this Seven of Pentacles? Right. We have the Lovers. So this is you planting the right seeds, right, with the right people, finding the right connections, moving. And here we have, wow, the Hangman, right? And you know the Lovers too. I have to say it because this reading does feel like a Kundalini activation. So with the Lovers makes me think of the Garden of Eden, okay? So it makes me think about the Kundalini, the serpent, okay? The snake in the garden, um, the Kundalini, right? The forbidden fruit is almost like that divine knowledge and that divine wisdom, okay? That's you coming into your crown, all right? That's you coming into your third eye. That's you coming into clarity, right? And the Garden of Eden for me is like reclaiming your mind, having power over your own thoughts, right? And think about it. I did talk about propaganda earlier. I did talk about collective illusion, right? So the themes of this reading are definitely like sovereignty, like being able to move and think for yourself, right? Choosing the people and the connections that align with you, right? Working on your spiritual growth, right? Surrendering into your spirituality, okay? Surrendering into God, surrendering into your higher self. All right, planting the right seeds for you. Okay, what's this Hangman with the Lovers? And look, we have the Page of Wands coming out. What's this Page of Wands? The Page of Wands, and then we have Justice coming out in the reverse. What's Justice in the reverse with the Page of Wands? We have the King of Pentacles. You know, this feels like that energy of what I said earlier, right? About someone needing to surrender, okay, into faith and needing to open up that second house, right? So if I'm talking to someone that does have Jupiter in the second house, or even if I'm just talking to someone who has had financial issues or financial problems in the past, right? Because it's not just necessarily like that isolated placement, it's also the energy, right, surrounding that. So it's like if I'm talking to an Aquarius who has had trouble when it comes to like their finances, right? Things could have been, unbalanced, right? You maybe could have been ungrounded. I could also be talking to someone who maybe could have been unemployed, right? I feel like this is you surrendering into faith, okay? Finding clarity, right? Rebalancing yourself, okay? So that your inner can now match your outer, and all of the things that you want to manifest will come into fruition, okay? It's almost like the energy of being patient, right? Temperance is out here. Being patient and allowing for divine timing, but also you have to put in the work as well, okay? And then we have the Three of Cups in the reverse. So I feel like this is you. Three Cups in the reverse, cutting out all distractions, right? Because we don't want anything that's going to block our blessings, all right? We have the Three of Cups in the reverse with the Ace of Pentacles. Behind that is the Ten of Pentacles. All right, so what's this Queen of Wands? We have the Sun. So working on your confidence, working on your solar plexus, right? Maybe this is also the energy of calling your power back as well for some of you. Finding the clarity, finding the illumination, all right? Finding what it is that you're passionate about, finding your purpose, finding what it is that you want to do in this world, okay? With the Queen of Wands, I feel like I'm also talking to a divine feminine that is coming into her creativity, coming into her gifts. Okay, we have the Six of Cups. Okay, you could be really nostalgic right now about the past. You could be juggling, you could be balancing things out. You could be looking at maybe how you've even self-sabotaged in the past, right? With the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Swords in the reverse. Okay, with the Empress and the Chariot in the reverse, with the Knight of Pentacles, and here we have the King of Wands, right? I feel like this is you realizing why you weren't abundant. Okay, so I could be talking to a masculine or a feminine, whichever resonates. Just flip the roles. But I feel like this is you realizing, right, and you coming into some type of abundance, right? You slowly and steadily making progress towards your goals. Okay, coming into what it is that brings you joy, what it is that you're passionate about. Okay, you're having the drive and the action to take charge over your life. All right. This is also you. I feel like not letting your past, not letting your childhood hold you back, whether it's like, past relationships, whether it's like the relationships with your family, whether this is like somebody's parents, like I discussed earlier. Okay. This feels like this is you definitely just calling your power back. All right. Connecting with your solar energy, connecting with your life force energy. All right, what's the Sun with the Queen of Wands? And here we have the Ten of Cups coming out. Ten of Cups is Mars and Pisces. Like extreme happiness, extreme joy, contentment. With the Moon at the bottom of the deck, with the Tower in the reverse, I feel like this is you doing that shadow work, doing that heavy subconscious clearing in order to come back into yourself. All right. I could be also talking to someone who is in a relationship, okay, and there is like an imbalance of the masculine and the feminine energies within the relationship as well, okay? All right, so I think that's all for the tarot. And look, here's the Knight of Pentacles again, moving on to peace. I don't know why I just said moving on to peaceful and calmer waters, like we saw the Six of Swords, and we did. But I guess that's the energy too, right? Six of Swords, moving on to peaceful and calmer waters, finding balance, finding harmony, right? But this is you moving on probably slowly, right? Slowly progressing, slowly moving forward, all right? So slow progress. Um, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get some oracles, and then I'm going to actually pull a Kundalini card to see what card comes out. Maybe I should read the Kundalini activation. I think, I'm going to read. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read the Kundalini activation card, and then I'm also going to pull one from the deck as well. All right. So let's see, what Kundalini card does Aquarius need? All right, so we have a couple that came out, but I'm just going to take them because they all came out. So we have Sacral Chakra, self-love ignites creativity. We have Artist of the Soul, Alchemist of the Soul, and then we have a Visionary Creator energetic signature at the bottom of the deck. And all of these cards seem very Aquarian. Okay, so let's go to Kundalini activation. I'll be right back. I'm going to pause the video. All right, so Kundalini activation, it is on page 138. So, card description, initiation into transformation. You have drawn the Kundalini activation phase oracle card, marking the beginning of your profound spiritual awakening. This phase is characterized by the stirring of the Kundalini energy at the base of your spine, initiating a powerful process of purification for inner transformation. You will experience the release of long held blockages in your chakras and energy channels, often felt as intense physical and energetic sensations. You'll encounter deep seated emotional and physiological patterns surfacing for resolution and integration, urging you to confront and heal past traumas and unconscious habits. You'll encounter physical manifestations such as spontaneous movements, unusual sensations in the spine, or even movements of extreme energy of exhaustion as your body adjusts to this new flow of spiritual energy. For some, they may experience galactic connections / revelations. For those new to this journey, the appearance of this card might signal that your activation is near. Pay attention to your dreams, particularly those involving serpents, as they could be precursors to the commencement of your activation awakening journey. Seeker on the path of enlightenment. As you embrace the Kundalini activation phase, understand that you are entering a sacred gateway. Your spiritual foundation is being shaken, awakened by the divine serpent energy, for that now begins is ancient within you. This is a time of deep cleansing and profound revelation. Do not fear the upheaval that comes with this awakening. The physical tremors, the emotional waves, and the mental revelations are all a part of clearing a path for your true essence to shine forth. You may feel as though you were in a storm, but remember, every storm clears the way for a calm new landscape. Embrace the changes with courage and let go of what no longer serves your highest purpose. In this phase, much is stirring within you. You will experience highs and lows, moments of crystal clear clarity, and periods of profound confusion. This is a time you will tap into the magic and beauty of your being, glimpsing the vastness of your multi-dimensionality. Yet these are just peaks. You still have much to journey to. Wait, I'm sorry. You still have much to journey to fully embody what you've seen and experienced. You will also confront your shadow, those not so shiny parts of yourself. It is necessary to transverse through the dark to reach the light, as this is an integral part of your process. Do not lose yourself to the whirlwind activation. This is merely the beginning, the Divine Mother activated within you. You must ascend, clearing through layers of gunk, suppression, and density. Trust in the wisdom of your body and spirit to guide you through transformation. As your Kundalini arises, so does your awareness, your senses sharpen, and your connection to the divine deepens. You are not alone in this journey. The universe itself conspires to lift you toward the light. Surrender to the flow of energy and allow it to lead you to a higher state of consciousness. This phase is your initiation, not just into higher realms of awareness, but into a more aesthetic and powerful version of yourself. Honor this sacred time with reverence and patience, for it is the very making of your spiritual ascension. So I feel like I need to read um, all of these cards because all of these that flew out seem very significant to this reading. So I'm going to read all four of these Kundalini cards and then I'll probably just end the reading there. That was like my throat chakra. I need to get one more. I need to get um, an advice card also. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's read sacral chakra. Okay, so this is on page 38. The Sacral Awakening Oracle card shines a light on the sacral chakra, the vibrant center of your creativity, emotions, and personal identity. This chakra governs your ability to experience pleasure, nurture personal relationships, and connect deeply with your emotions and desires. Drawing this card suggests using a pivotal moment in your journey towards self love and creative expression, indicating that your sacral chakra may be seeking equilibrium, whether it's stirring to life or calming from an overactive state. Under active sacral, you might feel disconnected from your emotions and desires, experiencing a lack of creativity and enthusiasm for life. There could be a struggle with self worth and a tendency to neglect personal needs and pleasures. Overactive sacral may manifest as emotional oversensitivity, mood swings, or dependency on others for validation and desire control in relationships. An excessive focus on gratification and a fear of loss can also indicate an overstimulated sacral chakra. This energy center's imbalance can lead to a desire to possess others or be possessed, reflecting a deeper need for emotional security and connection. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward healing and rebalancing. Beloved explorer of emotions, the appearance of the flowing creativity sacral card in your life is a gentle reminder of your innate capacity to feel and create. The chakra's vitality is essential for experiencing the joys of life, fostering healthy relationships, and expressing your unique creative gifts. If you feel disconnected from your emotions or creative impulses, it may be time to rekindle this vital energy center. Engage in activities that stimulate your senses and passions, be it through art, dance, cooking, and intimate connections. Allow yourself to explore and express your feelings without judgment, embracing the full spectrum of your emotional experiences. Also, consider examining areas in your life where you may be experiencing excessive dependency or resistance to change. These could be indicators of a sacral chakra needing attention and balance. Remember, this journey is not about seeking external validation or controlling the flow of love from others, but about filling your own cup with the nectar of self love and acceptance. Practices such as meditation, focus on the sacral area, light codes, upgrades to your emotional body would help. Incorporating orange colored foods and decorations or watercolor therapies can aid in the healing and activation process. Embrace the fluidity of your sacral chakra, for it is here that the dance of life pleasures and challenges take shape. Let your creativity flow and your emotions inform you, for they are your guides to deeper connections and artistic expression. Trust in the transformative power of this energy center to bring a renewed zest for life and a stronger connection within the world around you. Okay, so I'm going to go find Artist of the Soul and then Alchemist of the Soul. I'm going to pause the reading and then I'll be back. I don't want to have you guys sitting for a while I look for it. But Artist of the Soul and Alchemist of the Soul definitely does sound and feel a lot like Aquarian energy. You know, somebody too, I could also be speaking to someone who has a North Node in Aquarius also. Okay. But all right, I'm going to pause the video and I'll come back with those two. Okay, so um Alchemist of the Soul. So it's on page 150. So the energetic Alchemist of the Soul Oracle card symbolizes a profound ability to transmute and release negative energies and blockages. Your essence carries the ancient gift of healing, now amplified by light codes of extraction, a futuristic technology of the soul. Souls who resonate with this card possess a unique talent for identifying, extracting, and transforming the darkness into light, both within themselves and in others. This card is a testament to the power of healing and the journey of turning pain and struggle into growth and enlightenment. If you draw on this card, it signifies that one of your dominant energetic signatures involves the skill of extraction, the ability to pinpoint and remove energetic hindrances, emotional wounds, and spiritual obstacles. You are a catalyst for deep transformative healing, not just on a personal level, but also for those around you. The energetic signature extraction card highlights your unique role as an alchemist of the soul. It recognizes your natural ability to dive deep into emotional, energetic, and spiritual realms, identifying and transforming energies that block personal growth. This profound skill is inherently present in your energy field, and by choosing to work consciously with the aspect of your essence, you can greatly amplify and master its capabilities. You possess a rare gift for seeing beyond the surface, reaching into the soul's depths to remove outdated beliefs, emotional scars, and spiritual blockages. This throat chakra. This transformative work involves cleansing negative energies, entities, or attachments that may be affecting a person's energetic field. You utilize various technologies to extract influences, providing clear pathways for renewal and clarity. Your energy signature is marked by a profound capacity to cleanse and liberate, making way for significant transformation. This process is not just about removing negative energies, it's about alchemizing those energies into lessons of strength and resilience. Your work helps illuminate the obscured past for those you guide, allowing them to reconnect with their true essence and move forward with greater purity and purpose. Use this gift with great care and compassion, as each extraction is a delicate process that requires understanding and respect for the journey of the soul. Trust in your innate wisdom and abilities, as they are crucial in supporting the profound transformations that lead individuals towards wholeness and harmony. Okay, and then we have um, Artist of the Soul, that is on page 162. Okay, the angel number 44 is also significant. 44 for 44, but we did just talk about the root chakra. Um, so, all right, the energetic signature. Artist of the Soul Oracle card illuminates the vibrant creative essence within you. Your signature carries the energy of creativity. It celebrates your unique ability to envision and create, transforming intangible ideas into tangible expressions. This card identifies you as an integral contributor to the ongoing evolution of artistic and innovative thought in our world. Your creativity transcends traditional art forms, influencing every aspect of your life with originality and imaginative flair. As you draw this card, recognize it is a confirmation of your natural role as a visionary, constantly reimagining the ordinary into something extraordinary and inspiring others to do the same. Beloved creator, as you connect with the energetic signature creativity card, feel the universe celebrating your artistic soul. You are endowed with a divine capacity to manifest visions and ideas that resonate with the very essence of beauty and innovation. Your spirit is not just creating art, it is an art form in itself. Dynamically, dynamically painting the canvas of life with vibrant colors and bold strokes. Your influence extends beyond mere creation. You inspire, challenge, and uplift those around you, encouraging them to break their molds and embrace their own creative spark. This also means that you have the ability to beautify your thoughts and use your imagination in creative ways, envisioning a future which to create for both you and the collective. Your creative energy is your superpower. You are here to create and improve your world and the world of others through beauty, play, ideas, and alternative creative solutions that resonate with the soul's nature. As you allow your creative energy to flow uninhibited, you become a beacon of inspiration, transforming not only your reality but also those around you. Let your life be your masterpiece. Trust in the rhythmic dance of your creativity, for it guides you to express the deepest parts of your soul. Share your gifts boldly and freely, for in doing so, and fulfill your purpose by adding depth, color, and meaning to the collective human experience. These versions ensure clarity and uniqueness in both the description and the channeled messages, making them distant yet harmlessly connected. And as I said that, I looked up and I saw 323. So I want to get one more. And then I'm just going to go ahead and end the reading. Okay. We have Memories of Love. That's card number 6. That aligns with the 6 of Cups. And at the bottom, we have Balance, right? That's number 11. But you see this angel on this card. Looks like an angel. We see a sword, there's a cup, there's a pentacle, and there's a wand. So it's like the 4 elements are on this card. Balance, right? Aquarius, you are an alchemist. Okay, and then behind that we have intuition. So, I forgot to read Visionary Creator. I don't want this reading to be like incredibly long. I'm going to read Memories of Love from this deck. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end your reading at that, okay? because the memories of love definitely aligns with the Moonology card, which we saw, um, which was shadow work. I'm looking like, where is it? Because it's buried under all my other cards. Okay. So, memories of love. You may find yourself walking down memory lane at this time. This nostalgic card could indicate that an old friend or acquaintance from the past may step back into your life, or it could even resurrect loving images from days gone by. Does this person, these happy, forgetting moments, or these innocent childhood memories encourage you to recall and welcome the energy of love? Is there a message or lesson from these found recollections that could benefit you in your present life? The number 6 card relates to support, dedication, unity, and a need for balance in the areas of emotions and love. Your heart and soul are asking you not to dwell in the past, but use the inspiration and joy from that time to assist you in the here and now. All right, Aquarius, so that is your reading. I hope this reading gave you clarity. I hope you also enjoyed this reading as well. Please let me know how it resonated for you in the comments. And please like, comment, and subscribe. If anyone would like a personal reading, I am open and available for personal readings. Just shoot me an email. I'll put everything in the description box for you guys. But and somebody's calling me too. As I'm about to end this reading, somebody is calling. Area code 510-980. And what's funny is the card that I read, this one, Memories of Love, it was on page 98. And the area code is 510. So that's 6, right? So definitely balance, harmony. The number 6 is also the lovers. So that's also yin, yang, duality, the balance within yourself as well, Aqua. So that is all for your reading. Like I said, please comment, like, and subscribe. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.